Hey everybody, what's up? On this video, let's find out how you can grow and scale your business in 30 days or less. Pretty cool, right? Hey everybody, what's up? Hernan Vazquez here and welcome to another video, and thank you once again guys, because we have officially hit the 1,000 subscribers on the channel. Woo! So that's pretty cool, and I want to thank you guys for that, for making that a reality. I thought that we will be hitting that on the 31st, but we actually hit it on the 2nd of the year, okay, day number 2 of the year. So happy new year for all of you guys. Now on this video, I just wanted to address a really deep problem, or a really, a pain point that I've had and I keep having, but I've been trying to, to grow my business and to scale my business without having to be a one-man show. Many of the guys that are watching this channel are one-man shows, okay? Meaning that you mop the floors, you pick up the phone, and you do the web design as well. And the reality is that that's fine when you're starting out, but when you're starting to have some success, it's super important that if you want to keep having success and keep the momentum going, you need to start outsourcing. Now, the rule of thumb that I use, and I've been reading Perry Marshall, 80-20 sales and marketing, and then Evan Pagan. I'm doing a couple of courses by Evan Pagan, and then reading to Tim Ferriss. And all of the successful guys out there will tell you the same. If you're not doing high value activities for your business, then you're wasting time. And being busy, and this is a Tim Ferriss acronym or phrase or whatever, being busy is another form of laziness, okay? Because you're not taking the time to actually go out there and do the tasks that really matter. So what you need to do first off is to see which kind of tasks are super high value for your business, okay? And it will change, of course, as your business progresses. So the high value task that you're doing now might not be the high value task that you're doing in a couple of months or maybe in a year, okay? In fact, the high value task that you're doing now may become the low value task that you're doing one year from now, Because for example, let's say that you're doing SEO and link building, that could be a high value task when you're starting out, but then at some point, it becomes a nonsense to do that, all right? So have that in mind. So that's step number 1. And the rule of thumb that I'm using is how much money I want to make per hour. So let's say that I'm charging $500 an hour per consulting, okay? Anything less than that will be considered wasted time and money. So if I'm making activities of $500 an hour, and I start doing or doing an activity of $50 an hour, then I'm not saving those $50. I'm actually wasting or losing $450 an hour, okay? Because I could be earning $500 an hour. So let's say that you are charging, I don't know, $200 an hour, maybe $150 or maybe $50 an hour. If you're making a $10 an hour task, then you're not actually saving those $10, but you're missing or you're wasting or you're losing $40 an hour, okay? So the minute you start thinking about you're losing money because of not doing those high value activities that your business need, that's when, on my case, that's when I say, okay, that was a big aha moment for me, and I'm saying, okay, I'm not doing this anymore because I can outsource it and I could have it done for 10, 20, 30 bucks an hour, whatever it is. And if I'm doing those tasks, then I'm losing money, all right? So have that in mind. The fact that you're actually losing money when you're doing some tasks, can really open your mind to the fact that you need to be outsourcing. Now, so that would be step number 1, if you want. Now, step number 2 is to actually go out there and find people. Now, that's a sticky point for many entrepreneurs. Because the reality is that, number 1, you need to find somebody that will not get away, go away or run away, or if he or she is on the other part of the world, it's harder to track, and I understand that. And number 2, you need to find somebody qualified, that doesn't break the bank, depending on the position, of course, because some positions require somebody more qualified, etc., etc. And a sticky point of many entrepreneurs is that, okay, if I go to those freelancer websites or outsourcing websites like Upwork or freelancer.com, etc., if I post anything at all, just do the test, or just trust me on this one. Do not waste your time doing that. If you go out there and post whatever you want to post, doesn't matter, you will get hammered, absolutely hammered with proposals, okay? People wanting to work with you. Now, the reality is that many of those proposals are low value because there are just people out there spamming every posting or job posting that they can get their hands on, and they're not actually reading it, they're just spamming it, you know? So you need to have some safeguards in place in order for, you know, to like minimize, I would say, 95% of that work, okay? If you need to go through 200 proposals and then pick somebody and then make sure that it's just mind-numbing, okay? I want to kill myself just thinking about it. So what we have put together from Semantic Mastery is a really cool process called the outsourced hiring funnel, okay? Outsourcer hiring funnel, which is a funnel where you can put 1,000 or I don't know, 200, 500 proposals, and then you end up picking 2 or 3 of them, maybe 5. But you are sure, 100% certain that you're picking the cream of the crop, okay? The top of the line and the top of the, you know, the best VAs that you can find. In fact, this is the funnel that we put together for whatever position that we're looking for. And at some point, we have trouble deciding. You know, it's that good. It works that well because we have trouble deciding, because you end up with such a quality of people that you have a hard time deciding. And at some cases, you know, if we are looking for whatever, you know, a virtual assistant for whatever task, we will end up hiring 2 of them or maybe 3, you know, because they are really, really high quality. And, you know, the rate per hour varies tremendously, but it's really, really good value for the money that you're paying, okay? So have that in mind. I'm gonna leave a link below because we have recorded an entire free webinar about this process, the outsourced hiring funnel. That will save you, I would say, you know, 95 or 98% of the entire process. Of course, there is some manual input that you need to put together, but it's amazing. You know, it's like magic. You just turn it on and then you can have great outsources coming to you, okay? So make sure that you sign up for the webinar where we laid out this entire strategy. Is completely free. I'm gonna leave a link on the description below so that you can check it out. You can sign up for the webinar. You know, it's kind of an auto webinar or recorded webinar, but it's fine. It has a ton of value. It's completely free, and it will show you step by step how we are putting this together, okay? So just to recap, make sure that you're not losing money on low value tasks. Make sure that you are making your processes to outsource those tasks, and make sure that you're finding good outsourcers, okay? With number 1 and number 2, I cannot help you. You need to do your homework. But number 3, I can definitely help you with this webinar. So I'm gonna leave a link somewhere around here so that you can join. You can click the link and join. It's completely free and you will get a ton of value out of it. All right, guys, thank you once again for watching. If you have any questions whatsoever, just drop them in the comments somewhere below, above, on the sides, whatever. And I hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.